Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about understanding health and social care practice. In that modules, we are going to talk about professionalism, accountability, and how you can implement this professionalism and accountability. All right, guys. So shall we go to the video? So before going to the discussion, so we will discuss about your essay. You have an essay from this module, okay? So this essay will ask the student, that means to you, to explore how practitioners may respond appropriately to one dimensions of diversity. So any diversity you can take. We are living in unity with diversity, right? So we are living in the unity with different type of diversity. So we have different type of diversity in this country in terms of culture, in terms of disability, in terms of gender, in terms of religion. We have different type of diversity. So in this essay, you are going to explore or you're going to talk or you're going to write about how practitioners might respond appropriately to one dimension, any one dimension you can pick. And this is a 1500-word essay. So what is the meaning of dimensions of diversity? Okay. So dimensions of diversity is nothing but any type of diversity which is existing in this society. All right, guys. So you can even choose religion, ethnicity, physical or mental ability, and all those things you can choose. Okay. So any type of dimensions of diversity you can choose for your um, essay. Physical education, parental status, age, education, mental ability, income, sexual orientation, occupation, language, and geographic location. So you can choose any of the dimension to write, and the role of the practitioners and how the practitioners are responding back to each of this diversity in the hospital or in the healthcare setup, and what recommendation we can give to overcome if there is any problems or any kind of discrimination in this diversity, or, and etc. We will write in this assignment. So this is an essay. So you all know that in essay there are three sections always: an introduction, main body, and conclusion, at last, of course, references. So for each session there's a specific marks, and we will discuss that thing in this session. So first thing is we will see how the assignment is allocated. So you are required to write a 1500-word essay on dimensions of diversity. So how inequalities can impact health and well-being, and how practitioners can improve and promote practice. The dimensions of diversity is your choice. Okay. So I have already told you the dimensions of diversity. So gender, religious belief, race, marital status, ethnicity, parental status, age, education, physical and mental ability. So you can choose any one of the diversity. Okay. And you talk about the diversity and talk about the policies related to diversity. You need to add some theories, etc., etc. Okay. So as I said, for an essay, always there must be an introduction, right? So there must be an introduction. So in the introduction, you have to talk or you have to write a brief description of your topic. So if you're talking about dimension of diversity, and you are going to talk about race, means you have to talk about race. Okay. What is equalities and inequalities you can see, and in which area you are doing the research, okay, like in hospital or wherever the place. Okay. And it is in UK, means of course about UK, you have UK statistics. So you have to write a brief description of your study, and I think the introduction will be the heart of your essay always. Okay. So if you write a proper introduction, that will give a light to the evaluator or the reader to get into the main point. So once we read the introduction itself, the evaluator or the reader will understand that okay, this essay is about diversity, this essay is about inequalities, this is about the impact of this diversity and impact of this inequality on health and well-being, and how practitioners can promote inclusive practice, etc., etc. All right. So for the introduction, 10% mark will be there, and after the introduction you will go to the main body. Okay. Main body, imagine it's like your head, your body, and your leg. Okay. The same way the essay will be: head will be the introduction, body will be the paragraph. Okay. And leg will be the conclusion. Okay. As simple as it is. If you think in a simple way, it will be very easy. Don't make it complicated by thinking in complicated way. Okay. So in the main body you can write about the discuss or you can discuss about the inequalities in health and well-being for the dimension of diversity. Okay, and while writing you are in level 4, so you have to add proper theories. Okay, theories like conceptual framework and theories which is related to health and social care to support your uh, writing. Okay, you are in level 4, so you have to add proper theories, proper conceptual frameworks, okay, relevant review of literatures to your studies to give support to strengthen, to improve the standard of your work. So add theories. So if you search for theories, okay, like health and social care theories means you will get theories, and that theories you have to implement in your study. So that is known as a critical analysis. So critical analysis is a part of your essay. So after doing that, you have to go for other section of your essay, that is equality, diversity, policies, legislation to the health and social care sector. So you have to add policies which is related to health and social care sector. And policies are very important. Right? Policies means what? A set of procedures and principles to protect something. So in the case of inequality, in the case of diversity problems, in the case of discrimination, abuse, okay, so you have to think about the policies which is which is there in the system to protect our right. So you have to specifically write about the equality and diversity policies which is directly related to the health and social care sector. And of course you have to add the review of literatures related to that, okay, to prove your study, to give strength to your study. Review of literatures are very, very essential. Then you have to write, at last you have to write the practitioner's response and how they are responding towards these inequalities for and to inequalities in your particular diversity, okay, in your particular dimensions of diversity. If you're in your selected dimension of diversity, if you're talking about age, how the practitioners are responding towards that, whether equality is there in age in the workplace or not. If you're taking race, what is race and religion at workplace? What is the component? What is the consistency of and what is the percentage of a particular population, and which population is working more and which population is working less? Okay, you can write all those stuff. Then professional written communication and accurate reference style. So references are the spinal cord of your essay. Without references you cannot submit. If you are submitting something without the reference, that is invalid, right? So when you submit something, don't forget to add your references. That should be in the proper referencing format. Okay, so try to follow the referencing format, and of course try to write your essays in APA, and not try to, you have to write in APA 7, that is American Psychological Association's reference format. Then you have to write in Times New Roman, that is a font style you have to follow. And of course, 12 is the font size. And in between this line, you can leave a space of 1.5. So then it will be look good. So maintain and follow all the academic guidelines, okay? And also follow academic language. Then only you can submit a good and a perfect essay, and that essay only will get a proper mark which you are expecting. All right, guys, so this is about your essay. And now we will discuss about professionalism and accountability in health and social care. So hope you heard about the word professionalism. Be professional, man. Be professional, guys. Be professional, like that. Okay, when someone, when or somewhere when we work, I think mm, we do hear this, right? Professionalism. So yeah, otherwise account, you have to be accountable to your work. You have to be responsible to your work, right? So professionalism and accountability are at the heart of any workplace, not only in health and social care. I'm sitting and teaching you guys. I'm sitting and discussing with you. While doing this sitting and teaching process, I have to maintain a professionalism. I have to maintain an accountability towards the work, what I'm doing. Then only I can give you the best result. I can do a proper recording. I can, if something I'm recording, within 10 minutes I can finish it, or within 5 minutes I can finish by reading everything. But if I'm accountable, or if I'm maintaining a professionalism in my video recording, definitely I'll go through each and every point. I'll explain everything till I feel that you are understanding. till I feel that you are getting something, right? So professionalism and accountability will improve what? Improve the quality of your work, improve the standard of care which you are giving to the patient. So professionalism means it is a sum total of your values, respect, advocacy, and responsibility. So professionalism, when it comes to a definition, it is beyond explanation. Actually, the definition will be beyond explanation in some moment, because it is the sum total. According to me, it is the total of your behavior, your respect, your advocacy, responsibility, your accountability, your trust, your attitude, everything will come under professionalism. Your social cultural background, your personal identity, everything will comes under professionalism. So to provide quality care, you have to maintain professionalism. So to maintain professionalism, you have to show some respect towards the work what you're doing. If you're not showing respect towards the work what you're doing, you cannot maintain professionalism. Okay, you don't have the responsibility towards the work what you're doing, you cannot maintain professionalism. So if you cannot maintain professionalism, gradually we could see a deterioration in your quality. So gradually the quality of the work will get impaired, quality of care will get impaired. That will directly affect the health of your client, your service user, your patient. So professionalism is something like you can keep on the top of everything, okay, when you come to work. So when it comes to professionalism and accountability, so you have to focus on some particular aspect, or you have to aware about some particular aspect. If you focus or if you maintain these what mentioned factors, if you're aware about these factors, definitely you could improve your professionalism, and eventually the quality of the work also will improve. So you have to focus about, or you have to think about the socio-cultural factors which is revolving around you. The socio-cultural means the factors which is prevailing around you, right? Your marital or your material resources, okay, your collegial relationship, your code of practice, your working culture, community involvement, your relationship, ongoing development program, okay, opportunities for professional development, policies, social value. If you are aware about all those things, means definitely you could improve the professionalism. If you have problems in these areas, definitely we could see an impairment in the professionalism. Then person related factors, when it comes to me, my personality will define my professionalism, my life history, my educational background, okay. If I don't have proper knowledge about the work what I'm doing, definitely I cannot give 100% to that work. Okay, so you need knowledge. That's what we are learning, we are studying here. Okay, that's what we are studying, the meaning of professionalism. That what we are studying this health and social care practices, to gain some knowledge. If you have knowledge in your brain, it will come to your hand when you do the practical thing. So if you correlate these things, and if you correlate and if you are aware about these factors, definitely you can maintain a professionalism in your work, and you can improve, and gradually without your knowledge, the quality of your care, the care will improve. As a healthcare supplier, or as a healthcare provider, or a social worker, or whoever working in this area, so need to work with 100% responsibility. All right, guys. So when you work, okay, you make valuable and important contribution to the delivery of high quality healthcare. And so valuable and high quality. That's very important. Valuable and important contribution. So valuable thing, valuable support to the thing. Okay, and important contribution. Okay, if you work sincerely, if you work in a professionalistic way, definitely you can provide valuable and important contribution to the care sector, or to the hospital, or the place where you're working, and gradually, as I said, the quality of healthcare will improve. That's your responsibility. Then right at work, we all have rights, right? We hope, as a human being, we have some right. Okay, at the same time when we work, during the time of work at workplace also we have some right. Legislations give employees rights and responsibilities at work. So while coming to the right, we go in this slide, you can see some rights like to work in a safe environment and be provided with equipment to keep them safe. Okay, you have the right to work in a safe environment. I'm sitting in a classroom, so I have the right to work in a safe classroom, right? With good equipments, good furniture, good table, good chair, good computer, good access to the PowerPoint and everything. So then only I can provide quality teaching to you, right? The same way, if you work in a hospital and if you work in a specific department and there is no equipment, there is no proper light, no proper accessories which is necessary to do the work, means imagine you cannot produce productive work and you cannot give quality care to the person. So you have the right to work in a safe environment and be provided with equipment to keep them safe. To have personal and sensitive information treated confidentially. That is other right which we have. So our personal information, if we are writing and if we are documenting, okay, and giving to the higher authority, means we have the right to keep it safe. Okay. Then to equal pay for equal work. Equal pay for equal work. I am doing work, one work, the say other person also doing the same work, means we have equal right to get equal pay and to fair terms of employment, including pay and working hours. Okay, so 8 hours work for one person and 10 hours work for other person for the same work, means that's not the right thing. So we have the right to get equal pay, equal right hours, or equal working hours, safe right safety environment and safety equipments and all those things. So if you don't have the things, you can escalate the issues to your management. Then they will take the actions because you have that right to ask. Then if you have the right, definitely you have some responsibilities, right? If you are getting your right in the proper way, definitely you have to focus on your responsibilities. If you focus on your responsibility only, you can give or you can show professionalism in your work. So what's your responsibility in work? That's a simple and it's a common question. What's the responsibility? So if you're in a healthcare sector, your responsibility will be different. If you're in a college, the responsibilities will be different. But the but when it comes to conclusion, in conclusion, what we are expecting, a good result, right? So the responsibilities include to work in agreed ways that are safe for them and those around them, and to discuss safety concern with their manager, to treat other people's private and sensitive information confidentially, to treat others equally regardless of protected characteristics. So hope you know what are all the protected characteristics. Okay, so we have protected characteristics. I'll tell you the protected characteristic in the next slide. So you hope you know the protected characteristics. So the age, disability, gender assignment, marriage, civil partnership, pregnancy, maternity, race, religion, belief, sex, sexual orientation. So these are all the protected characteristics. So to treat others equally regardless of protected characters, that is your responsibility. Okay. So there are totally 9 protected characteristics. Okay. Age, sex, sexual orientation, belief, religion, race, maternity, pregnancy, disability, gender reassignments, marriage, and civil partnership. So you have to treat them in equal way by respecting the protected characteristics. That's your responsibility at workplace. And be accountable by making sure you can answer for the activities. Then promote and uphold the privacy, dignity. Work in collaboration with your colleagues. Communicate in an open and effective way. Respect people's right to confidentiality. Strive to improve the quality of healthcare and uphold and promote equality, diversity, and inclusion. All right, guys. So you have to be accountable for the work what you're doing. You have to be accountable for the answer what you're giving. Someone is asking and you're giving answer. That should not be that should be a clear answer. That has to be a clear answer. You have to be accountable. Maybe the but another person, the opposite person who is listening, you will follow the instructions and follow your answer. So you are accountable for the answers what you're giving. So you have to be very thorough with the things what you're doing. If you have doubts, please ask someone, clarify the things, and give answer to the particular person. Then promote and uphold the privacy, dignity, and rights. So you are working in the healthcare sector, and privacy, dignity, and all sensitive things. You have to promote and uphold the values which is related to privacy and dignity. Then collaborate, communicate, make always focus on interpersonal communication and interpersonal communication. So try to communicate, incorporate your work with other team, because health and social care work is a MDT work. What is that MDT? Multidisciplinary teamwork. So when you collaborate and communicate, then only you can be a part of MDT. If you are not a part of MDT, you cannot give effective care, because that communication is very, very important. Then respect, improve the quality. If you follow these things, definitely you can improve the quality of the care which you are giving, and uphold equality, diversity, and inclusion. Equality. We are from different part, but try to maintain the equality, diversity, irrespective of age, sex, religion. Maintain, just respect each other, and include everyone with in every work. Okay, depend upon the type of work. Then be accountable by making answers. Okay, be honest with yourself and others about what you can do, and always behave and present yourself. Always behave and present yourself in a way that does not call into question your suitability to work. So you have to be pleasant. You must be present in the place where you are working. So you are present means definitely you can show the honesty towards the work what you are doing. Then be able to justify and accountable for your actions. You are taking an action. You're implementing a plan means you are responsible for that plan. Okay, especially in nursing care plan, you have lot of plans. Okay, so if you are implementing, or if you are authorized to implement some plan, you are the responsible person to answer the questions which is related to that actions. You must just you must be do that thing in a proper way. Then I always ask your supervisor or employer for guidance. Don't hesitate to ask if you have some doubts, if you have some question, if you have some problems, if you have some confusion. Don't hesitate to ask, because you are going to deal with human being. You are not going to deal with any mission. In every class, I think I'm repeating the same thing again, the same thing I'll repeat till the end of the session or till the end of my teaching. Okay, so we are going to deal with human being. We are not going to deal with any kind of machine. So please guys, so I always ask your supervisor and employer for the guidance. If you do not feel or able or adequately prepared, that's not a big mistake. That's not crime. If you don't know something, that's not a crime. So don't try to hide, and don't act like I know. Yeah, okay. Without knowing, if you administer something wrong means, imagine the situation of that patient. So be empathetic towards the person or towards the works. Get into the shoes of the person and think. So you always ask supervisor your doubts and everything, and tell your supervisor or employer about any issues that might affect your ability to do your job completely and safely. If you do not feel the competent to carry out an activity, you must report this. No need of hesitating. Then be accountable and establish and maintain clear and appropriate professional boundaries. That's very important. Hope you know the difference between professional and personal boundaries. Okay. And hospital, you have to maintain a professional boundary, because you are not going to talk to your friend or family or your husband or wife or your partner or your children. You are going to deal with the patient. So maintain a professional boundary with your patient. Don't explain everything. Don't open the window of your personal things to them. Okay, so you have to maintain a professional boundary, because the patients are in a very low stage. Okay, they are in a low state when they are in the hospital. Okay, if they are in the hospital, they are in a low stage, either physically, psychologically, emotionally, or spiritually. So if you are giving a chance, definitely they will give too much dependency on you, and that will create negative effect. Okay, so never accept any offers of loan, gifts, benefits, or hospitality from anyone you are supporting or anyone close to them, which may be seem to compromise your position, and comply with your employer's agreed way of working, and report any actions or omissions by yourself or colleagues. So don't accept any offers or loans or gift. Okay, someone will try to bribe you by giving, and later they'll ask, okay, I've given that. And sometimes they don't say to it, they'll go on, that sister or that nurse or that person, so and so person, Mr. X and Mr. Y, yeah, they took these things from me. Okay, they accepted my offer. That means what? That will definitely affect your your credibility. So please, guys, you have to be accountable for the work what you're doing. Then promote and uphold privacy and dignity. Always act in the best interest of people who use healthcare service, and always treat people with respect and compassion. Put the needs, goals, and aspiration of people who use healthcare service first, and promote people's independence and ability to self-care. And always gain valid consent before providing healthcare. Always gain valid consent before providing healthcare. Informed consent. That is a separate section in every healthcare sector. When you work, when you deal with a patient, there's a separate section like informed consent. Okay, so before going to reveal something or before going to do something, you have to get the informed consent from before going to surgery, before going to do any kind of procedure, before going to do even blood test, or before going to do any simple thing, you have to get the informed consent. Informed consent, see signs and signature. At the same time, after what revealing their problems, please hold the privacy. Please uphold the privacy and dignity. That's the right of your patient. Okay, so like you are saying something to me. Okay, okay, you are a patient. Okay, you are saying something to me, and I'm talking that to my friend when I'm having food. Okay, and just like a joke, I'm telling. Okay, I've heard that from that patient. Okay, so sad, right? Like that, if I discuss, and the next day that particular friend is going and talking to that patient, means I've heard that you have this problem, you have undergone through that things, right? I'm so sorry. Means how imagine what the patient's situation, how the patient will react. By patient will be like, oh my god, okay, how can I trust the people? How could I trust? I've told very secret, in a very secret way. I've told them, don't share with them. This is my personal things. Don't share. But how simply she shared the thing. Then how we can gain respect? How we can gain trust? Whether the particular person can gain trust with that particular patient again? No, never ever. So a break will come. That is a sign of what? Or breaking or breaching the confidentiality. So please promote and uphold the privacy, follow the procedures, follow the principles, follow the guidelines of the hospital, and do based on that, and always act in the best interest of the person. So when we uphold the privacy and dignity and rights, means what is happening there? You are acting in the best interest of the people. So you are there to act for the best interest of people in the sense patient, right? The next thing is always maintain privacy, dignity. Then understand and value your contribution and vital part you play in your team, and recognize and respect the roles. Okay, so always work in a collaboration with your team member. As I said, MDT, multidisciplinary team. You are a part of healthcare team, multidisciplinary team. So understand and value your contribution, recognize and respect the roles and experts of your colleagues, work openly. So if you have an open communication with your colleagues, okay, so definitely you can do wonders. If you are not doing a proper communication, that will create a break in your in a break in the process of care. Okay, same like traffic block. Okay, imagine if you got stuck in the traffic for 1 hour, how the situation, you will get irritated, you will get frustrated, you will get angry, and that will affect your work if you cannot reach on time, right? So the same way, if you are not communicating the things with your colleagues, your team, means a traffic block will develop. So what's the end result of that traffic block? You will get late. The same way, the care will come late. The care will get late. That will affect the patient directly and indirectly. All right. So try to collaborate and incorporate your work with other people. Do open communication. That open communication will help you to understand the problem and understand the things what is happening over there. Okay, and always this open communication will helps to maintain records and report in a proper way. If you are doing a proper open communication with your colleagues, with your team members, means you can do proper, clear, and accurate records, because clear and accurate records are very important to continue the care. then respects people's right to confidentiality. As I said, already we had a discussion in the previous slides. Please try to respect the confidentiality. Okay, treat all the information about the people who use healthcare services in confidential way. So based on the best interest of the person or the people or patient, you have to work. Only discuss or disclose information about people who use healthcare services and their cares in accordance with legislation and agreed way of working. So you can disclose it. So don't disclose doesn't mean that don't disclose to anyone. You can disclose to the designated person. Okay, it is a safeguarding issue. Just go and disclose to the designating safeguarding lead, DSL, designating safeguarding lead. There is a designated safeguarding lead will be there. Just go and talk to them. Okay, if the issue is related to care, just go and talk to a nurse manager or team leader. If the issue is related to the child's personal thing, go and talk to the teacher. Okay, if the issue is related to your personal workplace and your family, just go and talk to the mental health department, which is available in your hospital or in your workplace. So just discuss and disclose the information to the person who is responsible to listen, who is responsible to take action. All right, guys. So that's very important. Then ensure to up to date with the compliant with all statutory and mandatory training. Okay, trainings are part. You are doing training. I'm doing training. We have online trainings. You have online training. We have to update every moment. That's very important. Okay, without updating yourself, you cannot give quality because every moment. I mean, like every fraction of second, there are drastic changes are taking place in the field of healthcare sector. Okay, in NHS, all the healthcare sector. So if you're not updating yourself, what will happen? Same like your phone only. So in the phone, you will get a notification, update your phone, update your WhatsApp, update your this tracker, that tracker, your Zoom, your accounts, your mails. If you're not updating, it will get blocked one day. Your security, you will face security problems. Same way only in your workplace also. If you're not updating yourself, okay, in my work, okay, in terms of teaching, I have to update myself by doing advanced training. I have to do advanced fellowships and everything. I have to do higher studies, more higher studies. Then only I can update. I have to read. I have to read lot of articles to explain the things to you, right? The same way you have to update yours. So in the workplace, there are certain departments to give this training to update your knowledge. So please attend all the training. That is mandatory. Don't leave. Okay, that is online training. No need of attending. It's not like that. Read it, listen it, attend it, do the test, update yourself. Okay, so there won't be a teacher always to explain the things. You have to read, you have to update yourself. So please do attend all the mandatory training which is available in your healthcare sector, in your workplace, to improve the quality and standard of your work. Then uphold and promote equality. Respect the individual's individuality and diversity and all those stuff, because we will see different people from different country, especially UK. Say what in UK is full of immigrant. Okay, along with British people, we have different type of people from different part of the world, right? So this is a matter or a thing to discuss, diversity and equality. So we have different people from different country. Okay, if I'm teaching the class, I can see different people from different part of the world. Same way, if you go and if you sit or if you work in some you when you're working, you are also seeing different type of people. So don't separate anyone, don't discriminate everyone. All are same. Okay, I am same like me, you also same. We have the same color blood, right? We No one have blue color blood or red, I'm sorry, green color blood. All are having red color blood, right? Minute changes in the red, variations in red, that's it. But we have same blood, same head, two eyes. No one have three eyes or five eyes. Only two eyes, right? So we all are same. Just keep that simple point in your mind. Use your common sense. Okay. Then you can uphold and promote equality simply. Yeah. Okay. So not discriminate or condone discrimination against people who use health and healthcare services. So someone like especially like disabled people, LGBTQ plus people, they are also human being, right? Some people will make them stay away from, and or they themselves will go stay away from them. Oh no, right there. Don't do that. Okay. Promote equal opportunities. Okay. So always, if you are a manager, if you are an employee, if you are giving job opportunity. So for example, if in future after this health and social care, you can start care homes. Okay. So you can start different type of what nursing services, healthcare services, education, special education services. So you are going to become an employee employer. So while during the time of your what selection of employees, please don't degrade equal opportunities, promote equal opportunities. Okay, inclusion, give focus on inclusion, try add everyone. Okay, everyone in your workplace, then you will get superb quality. You will get the utmost quality in your work, and report any concern regarding equality, diversity, and inclusion to a senior manager, or as I said previously, designated safeguarding lead. All right. So this is about professionalism, accountability. So if you maintain all these things in your workplace, gradually or eventually your professionalism will increase, your accountability will increase, your quality of care will increase, and your standard of care will increase. Okay. So this is a question for you. Do we have an idea which health issue you have chosen? Okay. So do you have any idea? Means I've told you about different health issues or problems. Okay. So just try to choose one health issue, and you can work on that. Okay. And this is about care certificate. If you go to this portal, okay, you can do the care certificate program. This course is suitable for new employees working in health and social care roles, and this course will provide you with fundamental skills that are needed in your health and social care job role to provide to to improve the quality, to improve your professionalism, to improve the quality of your skill. Okay, to improve the what standard of your care. These type of training programs and care certificates are very important, guys. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you understand. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening.